On a boat, a man suddenly bends over, then falls to the deck. Next, his legs are folded by an unknown force, twisting in an unimaginable way. The woman next to him is terrified by this horrible scene. Soon, his arm is also folded. He keeps screaming, then passes out from the pain. An hour later, FBI agents Audrey and Nathan arrive at the scene. Fortunately, the man is not dead. But the doctor says he is now worse than dead, with at least 50 broken bones all over his body. The doctor continues, saying that the man's wounds are so bizarre that she has never seen them in her life. Agent Audrey notices something black at each of the man's wounds. What is it? Not long after, a bizarre murder happens in a real estate company as well. The victim is a salesman here and his condition is horrible. His entire body is sliced into 4 parts, the cuts are very straight and clean. Audrey goes to the corpse, and he finds something unusual under the table. She touches it and realizes it's the same black stuff. Apparently, the 2 murders are related. Finally, the test report comes out. It turns out that the black stuff is graphite. Usually, artists will use graphite sticks to draw sketches. So Audrey and Nathan go to the local stationery store to investigate. The shopkeeper gives them the names of all the people who have bought graphite sticks recently. After some research, they think the most suspicious one is a man named Jimmy. So they come to the dock to find Jimmy. For security purposes, they bring a sniper with them, who is protecting them with a gun behind the car. Unexpectedly, just as they meet Jimmy, something bizarre happens. They are shocked to find that Jimmy's mouth suddenly disappears. A few seconds later, his ears are sealed up. In less than a minute, all the other organs of his face seem to be erased except for his nose. Afterward, Jimmy is sent to the hospital. He lies quietly in bed, literally expressionless. The doctor says Jimmy is basically deaf, blind, and mute, and she doesn't know how to treat him. It's only been a day and the town has already had 3 bizarre cases. The 2 feel stressed out. Later, they learn that Jimmy's fiancée Vicky is a teacher, and she teaches exactly sketching. So they come to investigate Vicky, who is giving a class at the moment. When Vicky learns that they are FBI agents, she gets nervous and doesn't want to cooperate with them. So the 2 sneak into Vicky's house to investigate while she's at work. Strangely enough, Vicky's house is a mess and it looks like someone has just been here. They continue to search the house. Suddenly, a vase explodes for no reason. They are startled. Next, Audrey actually discovers a sketch of Nathan on the wall. When she touches the sketch, Nathan flies backward into the wall. Now, they understand everything. It turns out that whatever happens to the picture that Vicky draws, happens to the person or object in the real world. And the explosion of the vase was no accident, but due to Nathan stepping on its sketch. They then find Vicky again, who is sitting on the side of the road drawing something. Audrey thinks Vicky is the murderer, so she goes over and questions Vicky. But Vicky says she has never hurt anyone. And then Vicky tells Audrey everything. A few days ago, a businessman named Richards accidentally discovered Vicky's amazing power. He then imprisoned Vicky's father, blackmailing Vicky to draw portraits of everyone in town. Without further delay, Vicky takes Audrey and Nathan to the docks and finds Richards' boat. Richards also notices them, but he is not afraid at all. After all, he has many people's portraits. Especially this one in his hand, which has the entire town sketched on it. Richards orders them to leave the place immediately, otherwise. It is terrible. If Richards crumples the sketch into a paper ball, the consequences will be unimaginable. Just as they are about to retreat, someone punches Richards in the face, knocking him to the ground, and the sketch drops to the ground. It turns out that Audrey has sent her friend Duke to sneak into Richards' boat, and now Duke has the sketch of Richards himself. When Duke hands the sketch to Audrey, Richards pounces on Duke, and his portrait accidentally falls into the water. As a result, Richards collapses on the dock with water coming out of his mouth, like he's drowning. Nathan wants to pick up the sketch, so he takes a harpoon to hook it. But he fails, it sinks. And Richards, like the sketch, dies because of drowning. In the end, Vicky's father is successfully rescued. But honestly, with a harpoon like that, even if Nathan gets the sketch, it will be pierced. I'm Movie Ape, thanks for watching.